Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining me at Maria Loves to Talk. And what am I talking about, you guys and gals? No, I'm not talking about fragrances today, but I will have a big haul in the next week or so, so be tuned in. I'm talking about something that I saw. I have 3 stories, possibly 4 more, try to squeeze in, that has just really bothered me. Again, the brain is boggled by it, all these tragedies, crazy stories, crazy people. What happened to sister friends? What happened to sisterly love? Okay, yes. So hey, if this is something you're interested in, I need you to go get you some healthy snacks. Come on back, click like and subscribe, and let's get into it. And hey, if it's not something you're interested in, there's a billion videos out there on YouTube. You guys go get them. So let's get started. So the first one I'm talking about, this is, I guess it's happened during the holidays. This is a young man. The story hit home to me because I have friends, family members in the Baton Rouge area. So this one says here, and this is from 4WWL, CBS News in Baton Rouge. Baton Rouge man, I can't say that word. Baton Rouge man deletes his dad about blowing his nose. You guys, are you kidding me? Investigators say Adam Carter allegedly grabbed a pistol from his room. Okay, I'm tired of these grown people at home with mama and daddy, and you mad and you don't want to abide by their rules. Get out of their home. Go get your own home. Yes, I had to put that in, you guys. So here they says, according to arrest documents obtained by the advocate, the shooting happened around 9:30 a.m. on Tuesday. The report says 21-year-old Adam Carter became extremely angry. He angry, y'all. With that big old red nose, look like Rudolph, the angry little Rudolph. When his 64-year-old dad, Ronnie Carter, blew his nose. I don't know if it was this Thanksgiving Day. No, Thanksgiving was Thursday, so Tuesday. Again, all these crazy, weird, psychotic stories, tragedies happen right at Thanksgiving. Investigators say Adam Carter allegedly grabbed a pistol from his room, prompting his father to say he should shoot me right here. Okay, I know one of my friends had made a comment to me a few weeks ago about there's something in the Bible, and I should know that. Parents do not provoke your child to anger. So the dad basically said, hey, shoot me. I'm right here. Shoot me. The newspaper reports that Adam Carter shot his father, and he called the law enforcement and turned himself in. He reportedly did express remorse for the shooting. He was booked on account of manslaughter. Ronnie Carter was taken to a hospital but later died. That's sad. That's sad. The dad, they did take him, but he passed. And I'm about how can we avoid this? This could have been avoided. You have a child, a young adult, I don't care, it might not even be a young adult. It could be you let your 30 or 40-year-old son or daughter move back in, or it could be you moving in with a family friend or a sister or brother. If y'all not getting along, you don't want to abide by their rules or by her husband's rules or by his wife's rule, leave, get out. Why would you sit up there fighting and arguing and acting a fool? It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Okay, moving on to my next story. This one here is just diabolical, really. This is a man upset that he'd been asking his co-worker for a date, and she kept turning him down. And I don't know if the job or the employer talked to him or whatever, but he came back to work, or he showed up at work early that morning when he should have been clocked in and working. He's hanging around waiting for her. So this one here is from Fox 7. I don't think this happened in Austin. St. Cloud man deleted. Remember, we're on YouTube. I'm learning all these ins and outs, you guys. St. Cloud man deleted co-worker after she rejected his advances. Really? So we women, we you know, they putting us back in the Middle Ages like during the caveman. We can't say no. You girls, y'all can't say no. You know, he wants to take you out to eat. You can't say no. You're not allowed to say, you know, no, I'm not interested. No, I don't date people at work. No, you're not my type. You're not able to do that, okay, in these days. So this poor young lady, nice looking young lady, Nicole Hammond, Hammond, born in 1994, deceased 2022. So here, St. Cloud, Minnesota. So that's where it happened. A man has been charged with deleting co-worker. Michael Carpenter, 36, looks like Baby Huey. Should I say the chocolate Baby Huey or the little Michelin tire dude? He has been charged with second-degree murder for allegedly shooting a co-worker, 28-year-old Nicole Hammond, in the parking lot of their workplace at Lincoln Avenue Northeast in St. Cloud at 6:59 a.m. on October the 24th. So basically, 7 o'clock in the morning, instead of checking in to work and get your fat behind and start working, he's sitting up there waiting for her so he can, you know, get back at her. Another vengeful person like the unfortunate dude at the Walmart shooting earlier last week. Okay, so prosecutors are citing cell phone records, says Carpenter was harassing his co-worker. Those who work with the victim and the suspect told investigators they knew Carpenter had made several unwanted advances over the past month, but the employer says nothing was ever reported to management. I don't believe him. That's really weird. What this young lady should have done is just went straight to the police. And I'm wondering, why didn't a male co-worker step in or something? Okay, I'm just saying. Unfortunately, we had no idea, says Hammond boss Rob Dubow. Anytime there's anything that requires our intervention, we step in. This is so he says, okay. But in this case, we had no indication. Okay, Dubow go on to say Hammond was a great employee with an incredible attitude that everyone who met her loved her. Nicole has always had a smile on her face, and anybody who had any association with her couldn't help but like her. Witnesses told police they saw Carpenter, Baby Ewing, loser dude, heathen, that's what I'm calling him, you guys. That's what I'm calling. So they said they saw Carpenter shoot and delete Hammond Monday morning while she was getting out of her car outside the workplace. This poor girl, all she was trying to do was work. All she was trying to do was get to work on time, get in there, clock in, do her business, her job, and go on. But this old loser heathen, he mad. You know, he mad. So they go on to say that a search of Hammond's cell phone showed text messages to Carpenter, which she told him she didn't want him to touch her or manipulate her, and that's that he not make things uncomfortable at work. That was not something she should have had to deal with by herself. That was something that she should have told management or co-workers. Isn't there a thing? I know, like in most jobs, I know we had it when I was at Amazon. I know we had it at Walmart. I know we had it when I worked at a lot of different state, city jobs, where if you are seeing something, you're in observant of a sexual harassment or whatever, you're supposed to notify. It's not left to that person. You're supposed to. So all these people seeing this, but nobody said anything to the management. In a post-Miranda interview, Carpenter admitted to arguing with the victim the night before the shooting. He also admitted to being at the scene of the time of the shooting, but said he fled without calling authorities. The complaint says a search of Carpenter's car turned up a loaded 9mm handgun that matches the type of the shell casings next to the victim. Okay, then I think I saw somewhere they said when they found this little loser, Guess where he was at? Hiding at his sister's house under the bed. Hiding at his sister's house under the bed. This reminds me of something that happened to one of my nieces. She was working, I'm not going to say the exact job so y'all won't know. It was either Chili's or Applebee's. And I'm not going to even put allegedly, because if things was to go down, I can get her to vouch and say it. And she did go to her manager. So what had happened was a little part-time job. And this just was like about 2-3 months ago. So the manager wanted everybody to put, the new manager wanted everybody, and she was I don't think she was a server. I think she was just one of the, when you walk in, she greets you and sit you down. So one of the waiters, a little young guy, she didn't really know who it was, but she knew that it had to have been someone at work, because they had asked them to put their phone number on the wall. So if anybody don't come to work, or you running late, you have someone to call. So all of a sudden she said she started having someone call, hold the line, breathing hard, hold the line. And she said all she could think of, it had to be by her putting her number on the bulletin board in the back room. So out of the blue, one of the young men, a young guy, I think she said he was still in high school, asked her for a date. And she told him, she said, "Are you the one that's been calling me and holding the line?" And he was like, you know, like shocked. He didn't want to admit it. And he kept walking away. And then the calls kept coming, and she went directly to her manager. When she told her manager, other ladies at work came forward and said, "Hey, I've been getting calls too. I've been having someone breathing on the phone. So-and-so has asked me for a date, blah, blah, blah." People didn't want to say anything until she, of course, she got it from her auntie. You know, it helps to be that outspoken, you know, woman. Maybe send my little barracuda, you know, that just, you know, hey, it helps. But I said, why did these other ladies did not say anything until you said something? So they didn't fire the little dude. They suspended him. But she said that he was unkempt. Of course, he's in high school. She's in her mid-20s. What in the world would she want with somebody in high school? She said he would have a snotty nose, wiping his nose, and wipe it on his apron. Yeah, you guys. Got to be careful when y'all eating out. I'm just saying. So I think she probably got a little scared. They didn't fire him, but she ended up quitting because she said she did not want him to lose his job and take it out on her, and she get off from work and he do something to her car. And this is sad that women, we have to live in that kind of fear in 2022 going into 2023. Next story. Let me stop a yapping. Hammond police, Hammond boy accused of, I'm going to say deleting, but he used like what they use, or whoever the little monster creature did with the little young people from the Idaho 4. Babysitter. He got his babysitter, nice looking young woman. When did this happen? This must have happened, this happened a while back. And I know some people from Hammond, Louisiana. This is from, okay, so here, this is from 2019. But still, we still have these little bad little teen kids that you cannot overlook and turn your back on them, okay? 13-year-old Albany boy is accused of fatally a woman who was babysitting him early Sunday. Okay, they're saying June the 2nd, according to Hammond police officials. Around 1:50 a.m., Hammond police officers responded to a 911 call reporting a woman was on South Scaling Street. Officers arrived at the scene and found the victim, 30-year-old Sierra Miller, with stab wounds to her neck and head. She was pronounced deleted on the scene. Neighbors said they were still in disbelief Monday and said they couldn't understand why the child would attack Miller, who police said often let the boy stay at her home while she watched him. According to Hammond Police Chief Edwin Bergeon, Miller called the boy's mother shortly before 2 a.m. saying she'd been stabbed. The mother called police, who tried to revive Miller but were unable to save her. Bergeron said investigation led them to the boy, who is a family friend of Miller's. This is confusing. She was able to call the mom. Was the mom working? Where was the mom? Was he hanging out with her children? So here they said this wasn't just a random act of violence. This was definitely almost a domestic scenario with somebody who knows somebody. This is what the police chief is saying. It's just unfortunate that someone so young would take the life of somebody else, and their families are left to deal with the long-term impacts. But a 13-year-old who has chosen to do this, somebody who's a friend, says she's deeply loved by her friends and community. I don't think anyone would ever want to hurt her. Okay, so here they're saying he's in detention. He was later booked in the Florida Parish Juvenile Detention Center on one count of second-degree murder. 13 years old. I don't know what could have happened. I don't know if she told him to do something or put something up or go back to bed, because they were up at that late at 2 in the morning. For me, it's just a missing pieces. I'm not saying or suspecting that maybe Miss Sierra did something to him or provoked the little boy, but these kids these days, you just tell them anything and it'll set them off. You know, I did and check out my video on the lady in Maryland that told the kids to be quiet or to stop cussing. They jumped on her so bad, beat her up, and almost pulled her top shirt off and kicked her off the bus. Then there was an older gentleman in Dallas about a year or two ago. He told some kids to stop cussing. He got beat up and kicked. They threw him off the bus. So, you know, you used to could tell someone's child or discipline a child or chastise them. You can't do that anymore, and it's sad. Prayers go out to that young woman's family. Okay, so my last story, this young lady, I just saw this, and it just, again, I keep saying, where's the sisterly love? What happened to women looking out for each other? What happened to us supporting each other? What happened to us just having each other's back? I guess it's 2022. We don't do that anymore. We used to do it back in my mom's day, you know, when she was a girl. Her mom, you know, was a young woman coming up. So here, MSN, mother of 4 reportedly deleted by ex-girlfriend months after filing a restraining order against her. This was, I don't know when this happened. I don't know if this was right around Thanksgiving. It seems just like so much. A mother of 4 was reportedly deleted by ex-girlfriend in Atlanta earlier this week. Shakyia Perkins, the victim's ex-girlfriend, fatally shot Corneshia Butler on Thursday. Friends and family claim that Butler had a restraining order against Perkins because she burned the young mother's Mercedes-Benz last year and stalked her for months after their breakup. Okay, so they were dating, okay. Perkins is also said to have been envious of Butler and committed the violent act in front of her children. This is when, let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. This is when we do need the police, the po-po, to act like he is from, I don't know, he's from those old days, you know, when they would, you know, like the guillotine days, the electric chair days. This is when we need it. So someone is posting, looks like a picture of them. And this girl is pretty. This young lady, Corneshia Butler, pretty young lady. I went on her page, and you can go, I probably will put a link of her Facebook page. she reminds me of the other young lady that her so-called friends deleted in Mexico, in Cabo. The other young lady, Miss Shakyia Robinson. Check out my video. This young lady, and I'm just loving as, and again, God we love you guys. I'm loving the fact, seeing these young ladies, even on YouTube, TikTok, and they slay queens. That's what I need to say. They slay queens. They making that money. They're not on the street. They're not on the corner. They're not robbing people. They're not selling drugs to people. They're not beating up people. They are creating businesses and taking care of their families, and they're not on welfare. That's right. I said it. This young woman has her own business. She's in the beauty business. She's in the business of making people look beautiful. She's, I forgot what they call it. I saw her business. She does that. I'm going to call it Solo Bello, where they put that machine on you and help you lose the inches and stuff. In fact, I'm going to be doing some stuff next year, guys. So if I'm still doing it on YouTube, you will see a little difference. I'm going to do a little Botox, and I'm probably going to give me some Solo Bello and have them kind of work on a little bit on my little arms and on that belly. You know, I'm you know, it's going to be 2023. Like Patti LaBelle say, new attitude, new looks. This girl had no business, just like Miss Shakyia, being with this little demonic, diabolical, ugly, evil chick. Okay, so here they say Butler ended their relationship many months ago, and social media posts from their acquaintance indicated the former pair had a history of domestic problems throughout the course of their 6-year partnership. Okay, so they moved from, I believe, Memphis. And if you're from Memphis, don't get mad at me for saying this. I didn't know there was so much darn freaking crime in Memphis. I've been looking at someone on my Facebook page, and he's a news junkie like me. He just constantly sends me things. And I remember years ago when I was working at a food pantry, one of the ladies was telling me that she had just recently moved from Memphis to Texas, and how they were just sitting up in their house one day with her kids watching TV, eating, and some dudes just broke the front door down and robbed them. Now, that's not even recent. That's been a little bit over 10 years this woman told me this story. So here they said Perkins published a mysterious Facebook post from the day before Butler passed away about starting again and forgetting the past. Okay. What is that Oprah or Gayle King tell y'all? When a person tell you who they are, believe them. When they show you who they are, when they tell you they're going to do this to you on this such a day, are they going to believe them? Perkins was arrested and charged with first-degree murder, possession of a firearm or weapon, and cruelty to children as posted by Fulton Police Department. Her previous records were related to burning Butler's vehicle in October 2021. So this young lady, single mom with 4 children, 3 little girls, and I love when I see women who are, because it reminds me when we were little kids, me and my sisters, my mom kept our hair up. If she did not make our clothes, we had nice outfits. We were dressed alike. We were sharp. That's all I can say. When I went on her page, her kids' hair done. They sharp, they dress well, she got them matching, they look happy, they laughing, they having fun, a cute little boy, pretty little kids. This chick, you just took all this away like that when all she had to do was walk away. You burned this woman's Mercedes. She had a Mercedes little pink car and a Mercedes Jeep or some kind of Jeep, but it was pink. They showed pictures where Perkins had cornered this lady on the freeway, and the woman had posted how the woman had just swiped her car on both sides. But then with all that, I saw where they said they had got back together and were posting like lovey-dovey pictures of themselves, holding hands, kissy-kissy. So I don't know what happened. So here they say she lives, someone's saying from Twitter, I can say Cho. She lives in my neighborhood. I can literally take a pic of the pink Mercedes. If I look out my window, This is so sad. I seen her come home that day. I promise you guys, I don't have a Facebook, so I had no idea she was in a dispute. So this is a guy saying that he didn't know. He wished that he could have done something. I saw where this heifer wench, diabolical, look like the creature from the Black Lagoon. Yes, I'm talking about her. She posted something here, and I can't see it. I wish they would have let me. Maybe I can see it from here, where she's actually threatening Miss Butler, telling her that, hey, I'm send this text to the cops, let them see, you know, I don't care. And then she says, she says here, I'm going for first degree, not second. That's a bold little heifer. And this young lady, Miss Corneshia, I wish she would have told a family friend, a male in her family. I don't know, her dad or brothers, or she has 4 kids, so I know there had to be a male in the picture at one time. Somebody should have been there. And yes, she should have got the police involved. Also, she should have been in those gun range classes or something. This is evil. This is definitely exactly like the Shakyia Robinson, except with hers, they were overseas in another country. This girl here, she didn't want to leave. Her attitude was like, you know, that graveyard death. You know, I'm not going nowhere. You know, I'm not going nowhere. If you don't want me, nobody else is going to have you. I'm going to fix it. And you do it in front of the children. So now they're scarred for death, scarred for life. Where are they going to go? Is Miss Corneshia mom or sisters able or in a position to take on 4 kids? Are they fathers? I don't know, maybe it's one father. Is he going to, well, he has no choice but to take on, I mean, all 4 of the kids. It's just not right. It's just not right that somebody wakes up and decides that I'm going to delete you. I'm going to delete you, Shakyia. I'm going to delete you, Corneshia. I'm going to delete you, Nicole Hammond, or with the other dude. I'm going to delete you, Dad, because you blew your nose. I'm mad. You do not have the right, the authority. Nobody but that man upstairs. And all we can do at this point, teach our youngins, teach these kids. I keep saying they need to start early in the school with meditation, affirmations, yoga, anger management. They need to start early. So again, let's keep these people and their families lifted up in prayers. Keep these kids, these poor kids who are seeing violence, seeing every day, every time you open up the TV or turn the TV or the computer on, you see a domestic violence. I'm just not used to seeing one where there's 2 women involved. That I've never seen or heard anything like that before. So that really is extremely disturbing, you know. So prayers, support, love, keep the white light flowing, and also shine the white light out, positive energy to others as well. Again, I want to thank you for joining me. And what else? Maria loves to talk. Stay healthy, happy, and blessed.